Hello children. How are you? Are you ready to learn?
Yes, we are ready.
Today we are going to learn about pollination in flower. One of the characteristic of living things is growth. All living things grow and increase in numbers. Seeds germinate to give rise to new plant. Just as the leaf is responsible for producing food for the plant, so the flowers have responsibility to produce seeds. So first of all you should know the parts of a flower to understand how the flower is responsible for producing seeds. We all love flowers because they are so beautiful and fragrant. But have you ever thought why plants produce flowers and why they are important to plants?
Please explain us, how does a flower produce seeds?
Yes, I will explain you that how flowers produce seeds, but first you should know the parts of a flower and pollination. In this chapter I will explain you the parts of a flower and pollination, and then in the next chapter you will learn about formation of seed. There are four main parts of a flower. They are sepals, petals, stamen, pistil. Let me explain them in detail. Sepals are small, green-colored, leaf-shaped structures found on the outermost part of the flower. Sepals protect the flower when they are in the stage of bud and support the petals when in bloom. Collectively the sepals are called the calyx. Next to the sepals are the petals. Petals are generally brightly colored and scented. Together, all of the petals of a flower are called a corolla. Do you know, children, why petals typically have bright and vivid colors?
Yes, I know the main function of flower petals is to attract pollinators such as butterflies, bees and bats.
Now I understood why flowers are of different colors, so they can attract pollinators.
Stamen. The stamen is the thread-like structure present in the center of flower. It is considered as the male part of a flower because it produces the pollen. Its job is reproduction. The stamen has two parts, anthers and filaments. Anther. The anther is located on the end of the filament where the pollen is created. Pollen is necessary for the formation of seeds. Filament. The filament is the long narrow tube-like structure supporting anther. The stamens in a flower are collectively called the androecium. Pistil is the centrally located innermost part of a flower. It is considered as the female part of a flower. It is also called as carpel or gynoecium. The main function of the pistil is to produce ovules. It is made up of the following parts: stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma. The stigma is the upper sticky part of the pistil. It receives the pollen. Style. The style is the long tube-like stem of the pistil which connects the ovary to the stigma. Ovary. The ovary is the enlarged part of the pistil located at the base of the style, which has very small bead-like structures called ovules. The mature ovary develops into fruit and the mature ovules develop into seeds. In different plants, the number of petals, sepals, stamens and pistils can vary. Summary of the topic. The four main parts of a flower are sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil. Sepals are the green-colored outermost part of the flower. Sepals protect the flower when it is a bud. Collectively the sepals are called the calyx. Petals are generally brightly colored and scented together, all the petals together called a corolla. Petals attract pollinators such as butterflies, bees and bats. The stamen is the thread-like male part of a flower. It has two parts, anthers and filaments. Anther is located on the end of the filament where the pollen is created. The filament is the long narrow tube-like structure supporting anther. Pistil is the female part of a flower. It is also called as carpel or gynoecium. It is made up three parts: stigma, style, ovary. The stigma is the upper sticky part of the pistil. It receives the pollen. The style is the long tube-like structure of the pistil which connects the ovary to the stigma. The ovary is the enlarged part of the pistil located at the base of the flower which contains ovules. So now children, are you ready for quiz on parts of a flower?
Yes, we are ready.
So viewers, before we start our quiz, don't forget to click on like and subscribe our channel for more updates and videos. What are the three main parts of the pistil? The options are anther, filament and stigma. Stigma, anther and ovary. Stigma, style and ovary. Stigma, style and filament.
Stigma, style and ovary.
You are right. Stigma, style and ovary are the three parts of pistil. What protects the flower before it blossoms? The options are sepals, stamen, ovary, petals.
I know the answer. Sepals.
Sepals is the right answer. What are the two main parts of the stamen? The options are stigma and style, anther and style, anther and filament, anther and stigma.
Anther and filament.
Good. It's right answer. Anther and filament. Which part of the flower holds the pollen? The options are filament, anther, stigma, petals.
I know. Anther is the answer.
Anther is the right answer. The outermost part of the flower is known as. The options are stamen, pistil, sepals, petals.
Sepals.
Right answer, very good. What part of the flower will turn into a fruit? The options are anther, ovary, stigma, style.
I know. The answer is ovary.
Ovary is the right answer. Which part of the plant helps it to reproduce? The options are flowers, stems, leaves, roots.
Flower.
You both are right. The answer is flower. What is the female part of the plant called? The options are stigma, stamen, style, pistil.
It is called pistil.
Very good. Pistil is the right answer. What is the main job of the petals? The options are to protect flower, to attract bees and butterflies into the flower, to make ovules, to produce pollen.
To attract bees and butterflies into the flower.
Right answer is to attract bees and butterflies into the flower. Which part of the plant contains ovules? The options are style, stigma, filament, ovary.
Ovary.
Very good. You both are right. The answer is ovary. You both have done a wonderful job. Congratulations.